Welcome to the Salon Help Pricing app. This is not an accountancy package, but it will allow you to plan your prices and plan your business. The guide will take you through each step of the Salon pricing software. Begin by registering. Once you have done that, you're going to be able to log in using your email and password. The first page shows your business overview. There's no information in here until you have completed all the other sections. Please return towards the end once all the data has been input. We can now start to input information, beginning with general overheads. It is important that your costs show your average monthly cost for that overhead. If you are charged VAT on this overhead, please ensure you slide the button until it shows green. And of course, ensure that you slide the button to grey if you do not pay VAT on this overhead. As with all sections, any lines you do not require, you can change the description or simply press the delete button. In more sections, there are two new features. First of all, there's the green bar which reminds you that this tutorial is available. You can dismiss it by clicking the right-hand button. Clicking on these three dashes allows you to move descriptions up and down in both the overhead section and in the services section. Moving on to the marketing overhead section, this section behaves in the same way. You can change the name, the description, or even the cost at any time. And don't forget to slide your button to green or grey to reflect the VAT value. As with all marketing overhead sections, you can also add on any lines and costs at the bottom of each page. Where you see these numbers, they are simply totals for the columns below. They're there for your guidance. You continue completing the overheads by moving to the payroll section. This is completed in exactly the same way. However, it is worth pointing out in payroll, many of the titles will not have VAT applied. The subscription section in overheads will complete all the data that you need to fill out for the overhead section. We can now move to the retail section at the top of the screen. Here, you just fill out the company name, the description that the company would come under, and the cost value of the stock. Ensure this is the cost value and not the retail. You can also see that there's a green VATable button if you are paying VAT on these goods. You can now move to our bonus section, which is for staff performance. You can begin by completing the staff's first name, their last name, their email address, and their telephone number. Next, moving to the weekly hours, you need to complete the average hours that a member of the team works, not including their lunch breaks. The weekly salary figure will simply be the weekly hours multiplied by their normal hourly rate. The Provides Services button should be at green if the team member is a stylist, therapist, or contributes directly to your sales. If they are receptionists, cleaners, or support staff, it should remain at grey. This section shows you the sales target for each member of the team each week. You can change this target by altering the numbers in the parameters section. Use the salary multiplier to change this. It is important that both staff and owners enter their details in this section and the payroll section. Welcome to this new feature, which is for self-employed workers. While salon owners cannot dictate prices for self-employed workers, we have provided this to allow you to offer suggestions. You can complete this section by entering first name, last name, email address and telephone number. Again here, salon owners are unable to dictate working hours for self-employed people. In this situation, please estimate the working hours. Number 1 is a rental fee, a stand-in charge for a space or a chair that a self-employed worker would pay each week. Number 2 is the amount of money that a self-employed worker will take home each week. If this is unknown, you will need to estimate. Number 3 is the amount of money that the salon owner either keeps or is paid by the self-employed worker. To calculate a suggested price for a person who's renting a chair or a space from you, you need to complete box 1 and box 2. When calculating a suggested price for self-employed workers on a commission split, any percentage, you need to complete box 2 and box 3. When calculating a suggested price for a self-employed worker paying both rent and on commission split, you need to complete box 1, 2 and 3. By clicking on numbers 1, 2 or 3, this drop-down box is always there to remind you. We now move to the setup section, beginning with hours of business. In here, you need to ensure that you show the amount of hours that you are open each day. You will see that there are no 30-minute options, so just ensure that at the top of each column they reflect the amount of days and the amount of hours that you are open each week. Ensure that the button is showing green if you are normally open, but it shows grey if you intend to close that day on an ongoing basis. You are still in the setup section, now looking at the hair service types. Here you can add or delete the categories for your business. You can delete simply by pressing the delete button or add more categories at the bottom of each page. Beauty services or auxiliary services are done in exactly the same way. In both the hair and beauty section, you can add as many categories as you would like. The app comes populated with 6 beauty sections and 3 hair sections. All you need to do is to go to the setup page. The next section, the business parameters page, affects all other areas of the software. We start by looking at VAT. You can select 0%, 13% or 20% VAT. If you are currently at 12%, select the 13% button. If you are non-UK or in any doubt, select the 20% option. We can now move to the salary multiplier. This is linked to the staff members page and allows you to set a sales target for your team. Normally, this would not be lower than 3, and normally a target of 4 or 5 times wage is appropriate. On the target profit section, spend some time calculating how much profit you would like at the end of the year. If you are VAT registered already, add on the VAT to your profit target. Without this profit target, you will simply continue to break even. The profit target is used to pay for things like staff training, equipment replacement, and salon refurbishment. In the participation rate, you need to choose a number which represents how much time your team spend providing services. The number goes from 60% to 90%. This is only for team members who actually provide services which result in direct payment. There's no 100% option due to absence, sickness, no-shows, and bad weather. Your team should be working to a minimum of 80%, but set the figure that is currently correct for your business. The next section is simply my account information. There's no need to change anything in this section, but if your subscription is running out soon, please contact us to get it renewed. If there is any other information in the box which needs changing, please contact us. You are now moving into the results section, the most important section of all. This area will tell you what prices you need to charge. Begin by entering the name of your stylist. Follow that by entering the description of the service they will provide. If the service is product heavy, ensure that the button is showing green. Product heavy will mean things like colour services, chemical hair straightening, and nail services. It does not include things like shampoo and conditioner. The next column shows the duration. This is the amount of time that the salon should be taking to provide that service. Do not include any development times. Here we have the pricing column. In this section, you need to insert your current price for that service. If it's a new service, then insert the estimated price. We now move to the very important break-even price. This is the price that you cannot ever drop below. If you drop your price below this point, you will be making a loss on every service. If you're unable to exceed this price, you should consider not providing the service at all. The next column is the profit price, Tier 1. This is the price that you must charge if you want to achieve the level of profitability that you require. If you charge less than this figure, the level of profitability for your business will also be lowered. This is the perfect price for this service in your salon based on all the information that you have provided. The men's service area is completed exactly the same as the women's services area. Here you can see that all the numbers are in bold. This is just an indicator to show that your current price is too low to meet both the break-even price and the profit price. It's a simple indicator to highlight issues that you might be having with pricing in your business. The children's section is completed the same as the women's and the men's. Here we are highlighting that both Tier 2 and Tier 3 are simply extra facilities and to be used as guidance only. These may be useful for salons that have multi-tier pricing and different levels of stylists or therapists. For clarification, Tier 1 is the essential price that your salon or business should be charging. You can now move to the beauty section for women, which is completed exactly the same as the hair sections. Where you need to use men's beauty services, these are completed exactly the same as the women's beauty services or as any of the hair sections. Don't be afraid to use the software for planning your business. Use it to take a look at different VAT levels, the effect of increasing or decreasing staff, and the effect of target setting for your team. Welcome to the forum. Both the forum and the tutorial can be accessed from any page. Simply click on the tab at the top of the page. The pricing app and the forum are independent and you may have different passwords. If you don't have an account, when you press the forum button, you will be asked to sign up here. From time to time, we send out email invitations to join the forum. If you have received one of these, you can simply click the blue button and join the forum. If you have already joined the forum, you can use your password to gain access at any time. Once you have set up an account, you will be greeted with this page. Once you have set up an account, you will go to the forum homepage. Here you will find 6 different sections. Please start your journey by taking a look at the welcome page. Once in the welcome page, you simply click Start Here. Some pages that you visit will have a description at the bottom simply saying that this is closed to new discussion. You will not be able to contribute to this page. The welcome page will of course welcome you to the group. It will also give you some insight and a guide to the other pages. The general chat page is where you will find most discussions. Please take a look at frequently asked questions before beginning a new thread. If you wish to read the content of a thread, simply click on it. If you would like to reply to this thread, you can simply click on the blue button. Once you hit the reply button, you will enter this box. You can simply put your text and your photographs here. Once you are happy with your contribution, just click the post button. If you would prefer to start a new discussion regarding the app or pricing, then simply click the new discussion box. We do ask that you check frequently asked questions first and that the subject is not already covered in the general chat section. The same process applies as before. Simply complete the text and any photographs in this section and press the post button. You can return back to the main forum page at any time by clicking the forum button. Here you will find the original 6 sections. You can't personally contribute to the news and update section, but this is a great place to come on a regular basis. We will post here all our new developments and anything that we have planned for the future. Here you can visit our suggestion section. Anything that you want to suggest or recommend for development of the app, you can put in this section. This isn't an accountancy package, but we are keen to hear your suggestions for new features for the app. As with all other sections, simply pop your suggestions into this box and click the post button. Here we have the frequently asked questions section. This is the best place to start before posting questions on the suggestions page. As an example, a typical question would be, why am I unable to sign into the app? By clicking on the frequently asked questions, you'll see a full explanation. In this section, you will find a number of videos and tutorials. We highly recommend that you watch the tutorial and also the pricing training webinar before beginning to use the pricing app. Please visit the photos section from time to time to see if there have been any screen uploads or photographs that will help you in the use of the app. Here we will add documents and handouts if they help you in the use of the app. You are now ready to access the forum. We hope you enjoy the community and that it helps you get the best from our fantastic pricing app.